So hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with
Hansel from Nightlife.
There we go.
There you go.
And we're
Awesome.
gonna
Get
ask
used to it.
and we're gonna ask him some questions today. I'm gonna start. So, what inspired the creation of the band, and what does the band name mean?
The band name means, I think it just kind of captures the vibe that we're going for.
Mm-hmm.
The way I explained it to my dad the other day, really going dramatic with it, was it's kind of like trying to explore all the nuances within all those like weird feelings that come in at night. So instead of being about like necessarily, like nightlife, clubbing, partying, whatever, it's more like, what is life actually like for us at night? How do you feel? That kind of thing. So again, that's going a little bit too deep, but that's kind of like the idea of the name.
Okay.
And to make the band, man, I've just been wanting to make this kind of music my whole life, for real. And it's so sick to finally found people that I can make it with. So I don't know, like there's a whole story and everything, but like that's basically it.
Fair enough. It's so funky.
It
Like,
is. It's
wow.
really good.
Oh, I'm
really
so
good.
glad y'all say that. Yeah. Trying to move some asses, you know what I mean?
Hell
Of
yeah.
course, yeah. So congratulations on your upcoming EP, New Low. How do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
Oh my God, I had no idea this was going to be like this.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Mhm.
I knew that I had a lot of friends in the community, thankfully. But I don't know. I just don't know what I was expecting. It wasn't this. So very, very excited right now.
Hell yeah.
Good, as you should be.
Well, thank you.
So, what made you choose the title track as your lead single for this EP?
Specifically because it's 5 minutes long.
Fair
No.
enough. Fair enough.
It was like the first one, I think. I don't actually know if it was the first one done. It might not have been, but it was the first one that when me and Julian were working together on it, it kind of like immediately felt like it was going to be a song. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like we had a bunch of demos that we've been burning through, a lot of ideas that we put down, but something about this one grabbed us. And then I had a chorus for it pretty much within like a couple days, I think. And that chorus changed like 8 times. And then we ended up on a different one than the original one, but it's mostly
Okay.
the vibe of the original one. It's weird.
Okay. Interesting.
Interesting. Will you ever use that chorus that you had before in a new song?
That's
Or
a
is it
good
just
question.
completely scrapped?
I don't know. It might be scrapped because I think a lot of it was we couldn't really flesh out the words to a point where we were happy with it.
Okay.
But maybe, yeah, I think so.
All right.
Okay.
Exciting.
Yeah. So you actually have a reimagined cover of Lonely No More by Rob Thomas on this EP. What made you choose that song, and what made you do a reimagined version of it?
For whatever reason, I think I heard that song a ton on the radio when I was younger,
Mhm.
and it just stuck with me since then. It just has a chorus that I love, and the vibe is like the horns and everything. It's very like bombastic, kind of almost slightly Latin in a sense, although
Yeah.
I'm not sure they intended it that way. I don't know. But it came on shuffle like a few months ago for me, and I got to the second chorus, post chorus, and they throw this like random, the drummer's going in on the China cymbal, like
Yeah.
he's throwing a breakdown in the drums, and I heard that and never noticed the China specifically, and I was like, oh, okay, so we're doing breakdowns now. I gotta
Yeah.
love this song. But an artist I really like named Division also did a reimagined version of Use Somebody by Kings of Leon on their
Oh,
most
yeah.
recent album. Yeah. And that whole idea of like slowing down some song that is a little bit more old or retro at this point, and making it a little bit of a different, darker vibe, I really liked. So happened, and it was, man, like I love it. It's so cool.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
So, is there any meaning behind the EP name or the cover art?
I think the EP name is just because the single has that name, and I couldn't really come up with anything else that sounded as good as New Low EP or whatever.
Mhm.
Because I'm still learning how to do all of this. I don't know how to name anything. I barely know how to write music. Like, I'm not kidding. We're figuring it out as we go.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good first effort.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done a lot of practice per se, but like I found myself hitting a lot of challenges that I didn't expect. Like
Mhm.
that definitely are just like beginners kind of things. But sorry to tangentialize.
You're
The
good.
name or the cover art. I think that the color palette on it kind of like is the one thing that I was really sure of.
Mhm.
Because I felt like those colors actually did really kind of hone in on the abstract feeling of the songs themselves and like the vibe, like that light blue, there's an icy moment in the second song, like that dark pink or that rich pink is like being held in the last chorus of the lonely. Like I knew that I had to go from there, and I just kind of kept throwing ideas at a piece of like Photoshop document, and eventually came to that kind of rainbow thing, the text, and I honestly don't know. It was like me throwing stuff at a wall for 2 days, and I really like how it turned out. And I think that the colors especially really kind of capture the vibe.
So do you like see colors when you listen to these songs? Because that's kind of how it seems. Yeah.
I wish. Oh my God. I've been really trying to teach myself kind of like to learn or to listen to things a bit more abstractly. And I'm hoping that, that comes through in the music a little bit.
All right.
Okay. That's still really cool though.
And I love how you're like matching the cover art palette with like your photo shoots, the backlights on it. It's so good.
Oh, I'm so glad that it's all coming through. Try to connect it all, you know.
Oh yeah.
I'm also happy that you kind of just took a track name as your album name as well. So it wasn't like a cop out, but it's better than just kind of like throwing a random name out there that doesn't correlate at all. So thanks for doing that as well.
I appreciate that. No, yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about your writing process for this record?
Absolutely. A lot of it was done between Julian and I. Julian plays bass and guitar in the band. We'll figure that out later. But and a lot of it started with like me coming up with demo ideas and producing like little beats or little this or that, and then I would bring them to him once or twice a week, and we would together kind of try to build bass lines on them, guitar little licks or whatever, and try to build out songs. And then, like I said, the first one that actually stuck was New Low, and we just kind of kept building from there, because it's funny how it happens, but like we kind of knew right then that was like the sound, you know what I mean? Like everything else is like gonna revolve around that idea generally. It might not all be like dancey or funky or whatever, but it's all gonna revolve around that idea of like moving, I guess, and like dark I don't know, I didn't go through that well. But yeah.
All right,
that's sick. Right.
So I want you to pick your favorite lyric off this EP and tell us the meaning behind it.
Oh man, I think it's we dance in perfect circles, I can't help but play myself. Ooh. Because I had such a hard I didn't want to write a breakup song, and then I wrote 2 breakup songs.
Okay.
But like I wanted to make sure that like, this is going to sound so silly, but like in the lyrics, I wanted to make sure it was very clear that like there's accountability to be had on both sides. Like I got to make sure that I know that I'm stepping into this on my own. Like we're doing this over and over kind of thing. And when it hurts me, it's just as much my own fault as it is anyone else's. And when I hurt them, it's just as much my fault as it is anyone else's. So I don't know, that whole like I can't help but play myself kind of seems like a very easy way to sum up the whole we can't really stop putting ourselves in weird positions kind of thing. Okay. So yeah, I really like it.
Oh yeah.
Solid. All right. So can you tell me where Headspace was at while you were creating this EP?
Oh, stressed. I hate that's the answer, but it's just like I've been wanting to put out music for so long that it was really just, again, trying to get ideas that worked as soon as possible. And that over time became its own timeline as opposed to as soon as possible. And I'm happy for that. But sense of urgency kind of helped me and hurt me in a lot of ways. So I was kind of stressed, working on other things, but again, really glad of how it came out. And besides that, because that has such a negative connotation, like it was very positive. Like we were vibing, we were like, oh my God, we're making something that we dig. This is so cool. But among all of that, especially the vocal writing, was a lot of alone time and a lot of head banging and all that good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
wait. Oh, go for it.
I would argue that stressed is better than depressed, which is the usual answer.
That's usually what we get.
Oh, we got there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't the immediate answer, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. There were times where I was like, I don't know if this is going to happen, but all that stuff.
All right.
That's good. And you also mentioned that you've been trying to get this out for a while. How long did these songs take you to, write? How long did it take for you to put this EP together?
That's a great question. I think New Low we wrote in February.
Okay.
And then All I Know kind of came right after. I was working on the demos at the same time. And then I sent it off to my friend Julian from Loveless, who's a fantastic singer, fantastic songwriter, fantastic producer. And he comes back with this incredible first verse and chorus.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, this is going to be a song now. And it had a bit more shape and all that. So that one was also February. And then Lonely kind of came about afterward, kind of like March-ish, I would say.
Okay. And then you also mentioned that you kind of have had a little bit of practice with songwriting and making songs. What made you choose those two songs over your practice songs for this EP then?
I think I'm finally, you're never going to think you're at a point to stop, or let me say it more like, I think I'm finally at a point to hit a benchmark and just be like, okay, this is what I can do now.
Yeah.
And it was more like around the production side of things, actually. I was like, okay, I can make things sound generally how I want to hear them now. So at least for now, let's put this out, and that could be the starting spot. So yeah, I think that.
Okay.
That's good. Right.
So this question should be super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe this EP for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
Oh, man. Bouncy. Colorful. And fun. That's such a bad one. I'm gonna go with that. I think it's fun, even if there's a sad song. I think it's fun.
Exactly. That's fair.
It sounds fun.
Exactly. And you're able to have fun while you're sad too. So like, it's all good.
Yeah. I appreciate the support. I really I've been shortened for a moment.
So what was your favorite memory that you made while creating this record?
Oh man. Julian and I were writing the lyrics to Nulo, and the vocals he was helping, because again, I was banging my head against the wall and I was just like, I can't. And he came with, I think, a lot of what became the first verse. And yeah, I think so. And the words were just not there yet. And then we kind of clicked some of the words with a rhyming scheme. And that whole how can you, that whole thing came through, and we were like, oh no. All right, cool. Like, we were really motivated from that point. And there were little moments like that consistently, but that was certainly the biggest, like, okay, we're gonna get through this, we're gonna do it, it's gonna be fine. Like,
like the eureka moment, like,
for
finally
real. Like, actually I was just like, oh man, breaking through whatever this wall was, for real.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So picture this: you're on tour, you're at a gas station for a rest stop. What is your snack of choice?
You're gonna hate me. My headphones unplugged for a second during the beginning of that question. Do you mind repeating it?
Okay. So picture this: you're at a gas station for a rest stop. You're on tour. What is your snack of choice?
Oh man, it's not really a snack, but if they have it, like sheets or something, vanilla milkshake. Let's go.
All right.
Also a French fry person. I will literally always eat French fries. It's kind of bad.
Will you get French fries from a gas station if they have it?
If they have it. I hadn't thought. Wait.
Yeah.
I interpreted the question as rest stop. All right, bet. So at a gas station, probably hot Cheetos. Flaming hot Cheetos.
Right.
Okay. And since you mentioned milkshake and French fries at the same time, if it was at a rest stop instead of a gas station, do you believe in dunking French fries in milkshakes?
Oh, I can't say I don't believe in it, but I'm not a partaker per se.
Okay.
So if that's something you believe in, like, I'm really glad, and I want to hear more about it. But I'll currently do it.
Okay, I am, but thank you.
Got it. I would love to hear your justification. It's literally nothing. I just want to know.
Oh, it's salty sweet.
That makes sense.
That's it.
I got caveman taste buds. I'm like, please hit me with the sugar, please the salt.
Yeah, separate. That's fair. Okay, I can respect that.
Much like I can respect your decision. I like that you're mixing it up. Nuance is so important.
Exactly.
This was way too civil. We have to have this conversation on Twitter so that you guys can just hurl insults at each other instead.
Exactly.
That would happen, because then I could just lowercase text my way to glory, as I do.
Exactly.
Just throw thoughts at the wall.
Yeah. So where do you see the band the next 5 years, and are you working on anything new EP, full length?
My goodness.
More covers. I don't
know. Great. These are all such good questions. Either that, or I'm just woefully unprepared to answer all of them. Regardless, 5 years, man, I would love to have played with a bunch of bands that we look up to. I would love to have at least like reached out and like made a connection with Jason Butler. He's a big inspiration to me, the band, like all that. I would love that to happen. I don't know. I just see us touring and playing and in that cycle of making music and going out and, you know, pending we don't have another pandemic, like doing that cycle thing. But yeah, I'm hoping.
Hell yeah.
And what
That'd be
was the
good.
second half of the question? I'm so sorry.
Are you working on anything new? EP,
thank you.
full length, please.
Yes.
Covers. Oh, okay.
So as of yet, and whatever, don't quote me on this, even
Okay.
though I'm saying it in a quote.
Okay.
Aiming for October, November for another EP.
Mhm,
Okay.
And
mhm.
then from there, because I think that it'll be a collection, so it'd be all however many are ready yet at
Okay.
that point. I think from there we'll be working on a full length, and I think the only delay for that would be at that point I kind of want to actually step into a real studio if possible, because bedroom is fun, but at some point it's got to step up, and I definitely want other people's perspectives while it's being made and all that. Again, being at the helm is super fun, but like, man, it gets really weird at times and you just don't know what your thoughts are and how they land. Like, it's so much.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
So yeah, definitely working on it after.
Okay.
I'm gonna call this the GMP curse, because every single time that someone says they're like shooting for a date, they miss it completely. Gold Flame does it every single time they come on the show, and every single time it's like 4 or 5 months later than they originally said.
Oh man.
I'm gonna try my best to not have it before.
Yeah, break the curse, please.
Please, yeah.
Because bands won't tell us what's going on.
Really trying to get something out before the end of the year at least, and that seems like the time. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay. And also, I want to ask, you don't have to like set this in stone or anything, but I'm just curious, because you put a cover on this EP, are you planning on doing that for like your other releases where you always just like include a cover at the end? Have you thought about that?
I wasn't thinking we were. And then I was driving home from my parents' house the other day and I heard like a Weekend song or something. And I was like, like, what if we, I don't think we will, but like, what if we, so you know what, maybe there'll be like a cover, maybe not every time, but I think I like the idea of genuinely putting a different spin on songs that we know or songs that we love. So we'll see.
Fair enough.
It's fair. That's good.
So for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music and go straight to death row.
Boom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Oh my god, I'm dying.
You are.
No, get me fucking fritura. No, it's not fritura from in the Dominican Republic. We have this thing where you could get takeout, and it's essentially like overcooked, almost burnt meat. And what are called tostones, which are, yep, you got it.
Yeah.
It's fried plantain flattened and made into like a fry, essentially like a big bisque fry. It's put salt or ketchup on that shit. It's unreal. Put lime, salt, or ketchup on that shit.
Yup.
Bruh. So if I could have fucking that little, am I allowed to curse?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're almost over, and that's when you ask.
Exactly.
And that's when I get into, oops. My bad. But yeah, I would do the meat with the tostones. I need a little bit of lime.
Yeah.
And for a drink, while I'm at it, I'll have what's called chinola, which is I think passion fruit or mango. It's one of those. It's like mixed with milk. I'm gonna get, hopefully no Hispanic yells at me for not knowing the difference, but that, whatever that is.
Okay. That sounds delicious.
All this food talk making me hungry as hell. Goddamn. I just had dinner too.
It happens. Man, if you had tostones, you would understand. It's fine.
Dude, it's, oh my god. Have you had them before, Shane?
No.
Dude.
Not that I know of, at least.
You need to. They're like, oh my god.
I'll put it on the mental checklist.
The texture of a fry. Like,
exactly.
If you even thought that was possible. Anyway.
My guinea pig has hiccups. Sorry.
That's totally fine.
Okay. So if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
Oh. I feel like I make that sound after every question. My bad.
Okay.
Wow. Probably Star Wars.
Okay.
I like that. I mean, actually, I take that back. That's political and there's a lot of war.
Yeah.
Let me just go with Harry Potter and pretend that J.K. Rowling didn't write it. And I'll just go with the Harry Potter world and just say like spells and wizards and all them potions and classes and shit. That'd be sick as fuck.
What house are you?
I think I'm Ravenclaw. But I'm probably more of a Gryffindor nowadays. I don't know.
Okay. You should take the test.
I should.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Let me know. Let me know what you get.
I'll let you know. Actually, I'm gonna go do that because I'm curious now.
Thank you.
So I have the honor of asking the last question, and every single person we've spoken to has said that it is the most important question. What's your favorite color?
Shoo, pink, bro. Used to be blue, but pink easy.
Pink's a good color.
You have like a specific shade of pink?
Lilac, like the closer shade to like purple a little bit. It's just so inviting.
It's a good color
about it.
That's a very good color. So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you would like to plug?
No, you guys did such a good job. Oh my god, thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to, if you haven't already, check out New Low. All 3 songs I'm really, really, really proud of. Despite what it might sound like when I talk about it or whatever. Hopefully it sounds like that. But I really, I like them a lot, which is something I didn't expect to be able to say. So check out New Low, follow Nightlife at Nightlife_XO on all social media, and look out for more stuff. I'm producing a few really cool bands in the next couple of months, and we're going to be working on more stuff too. So trying to keep it busy, trying to keep the scene moving, and really excited to.
Hell yeah.
So true.
Well, thank you for now. This has been Hansel from Nightlife, and we're the Good Noise podcast.